of a family who are crossing Jerusalem from the Israeli Jewish side to, in fact, the Christian side of Jerusalem, but they're going to celebrate the 30th birthday of the daughter-in-law. But when they get to this restaurant, they meet a whole history of Arab-Israeli conflict, but it's through the personal. So it's many, many stories all wrapped up into one, and it's extremely confrontational, funny, and complex.
Yeah, I mean, complex is one way to describe what goes on in the Middle East, and it always feels like there is a boiling tension there, and we've seen problems in the last few days.
Yes.
It kind of always feels like there is a reason to kind of be talking about what's going on there.
I feel there's been very little on the English stage that expressed its complexity. That what I've seen in the British theatre is either one side is good and one side is bad. It is very black and white. And having been a lot of times in Israel and lived there as a younger woman, I'm keen to show the many voices, to express the many strands, and how one person can have what might seem to be contradictory points of view at the same time, which is what it's like out there.
Yeah, Waleed, let's just bring you in and talk about your role in this production. What character do you play?
I play the character of Yusuf Khalil, and he is the eldest and acting patriarch of the Khalil family. And as the story goes on, we discover that the Palestinian family that he belongs to is intrinsically linked to this Israeli family from the generation before, in fact. And the piece is very much about how both of these families' histories affect the following generation.
You've actually had a personal experience of time out in both Palestine, Palestinian area and Israel.
Yeah.
This was last year when we know there was an awful lot of conflict going on.
Yeah, it was actually during the times of the Troubles with Gaza. I was there for about 4 months on and off. And it was really interesting for me, somebody, you know, an Arabic man, to actually go out there to Israel, first of all, and then from there to go from Tel Aviv to actually also get the opportunity to go to Palestine as well and see what that's like, and the two different places. But really what's great about the piece is that it looks at things from a very personal point of view, looks at it from a familial point of view rather than from a political.
Yeah.
Because that's how you kind of tell the story, really, through family relations and how these two families survive within the conflict, with the backdrop. And it's about secrets and lies and how they affect generations. And then on top of that, you've got the complexity of the Arab-Israeli crisis.
But the human angle, as you mentioned there, is the way that you can bring it to audiences, and it can translate to stages quite easy, I imagine.
I think what's come across from researching it and obviously spending time and talking to people, and there's a line of the play that we are all the same stinking family. One of the characters says, and it's true, that we hate each other and we love each other, but actually genetically we're very, very close, and we know that science proves this. So this is a family struggle for a piece of land, and that's what we have to look at, which happens universally with all families.
It is something we see all the time. Do you feel personally attached to the play when you see it performed? Does it stir emotions within you?
Yeah.
Yes, and I think anybody who has double culture living in this country, it's as if you've got two rivers inside you, the British one, and then you've got this underneath bubbling, and I think the play shows what's bubbling.
It's very much, I associate with my character with definitely the sense of identity. I'm originally half Egyptian, half Sudanese, moved here when I was about 10 years old, and it's that element of actually not knowing where exactly you belong, and I feel that Yusuf's character very much gets that. You know, it's that point of, well, where is it that I can completely be myself and not have to worry? And one of the lines that Vada says, one of the characters, is that where they don't have to worry about this is their land, where they don't have to worry about crosses or you know, people getting drunk for 3 weeks every year because of Christmas. And so it's that identity thing is a big theme, I think.
We're almost out of time, but if people want to come along, where are you on?
We're at the Park Theatre in Finsbury Park.
And it's on until the 29th of August.
That's right.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. Lovely to meet you.
you.
I hope it goes well. Right.